this is going to be a little bit of a different video. It's going to be more of a vlog of me eating. I've been going through some transitions in my life. I'm letting go of a job that gave me a lot of financial security, but was not aligned with me anymore, and I feel a bit burnt out. I've been really emotional, fatigued, and I suddenly notice this tendency to want to eat away my emotions, as if the emptiness in my stomach were to bring me in touch with an emptiness and sort of depression that's I feel at some level in my system, and having a lot of thoughts about money and some anxiety coming up. I do really know how to work with myself thanks to some tools that have come into my life and that I also use when I work with clients. But that doesn't take away that you might just have a system, if you've been through trauma, that is easily triggered into a freeze or a numbness or something else. And food is one of those things that we can easily access to support us through emotional eating or numbing, coping in some kind of way, or even restricting to control. And I've been through all sorts of variations of disordered eating, and now I finally come to the point where I'm practicing intuitive eating. 10 intuitive eating principles are: number 1, to reject diet culture, to acknowledge that dieting doesn't work, and actually dieting has been linked to weight gain over time. Then number 2 is to recognize your hunger, so noticing when your body's hungry, when your body's full, and getting in tune with those cues. Number 3, making peace with food, rejecting any ideas about some food being better than other food or food being scary. And number 4 is to challenge the food police. Number 5 is to feel your fullness. This is where you can also bring in the hunger and fullness scale, noticing by checking in before the meal where you're at, maybe pausing during the meal, and then noticing after the meal, how full do you feel? And if it means leaving a couple of bites on your plate because you notice you're actually already full, also trying that. Number 6 is to discover the satisfaction factor. So this could mean eating in an environment that helps you feel more satisfied, at a pace that helps you to feel more satisfied. Number 7 is to cope with your feelings without food. Number 8 is respect your body. Acknowledging that different bodies come in different sizes, and some bodies carry more fat percentage than others. Number 9 is exercise and feel the difference. So this is where you're going to start to notice how your body actually feels, and uncoupling the way you exercise from the way that you eat. And then number 10 is to honor your health. This is where you can start adding in some gentle nutrition. So I am in the most beautiful nature, which is already putting a smile on my face. I've been noticing about an hour and a half ago, I felt something close to hunger. Yeah, I think it's just how my body is responding to stress, that it's really hard to notice, is this hunger? Right now it feels more like a nauseous feeling in my belly. So I'm trying to be present with that. And so I think this is a beautiful spot to just sit and nourish myself in. I'm about to go into a dance event, so yeah, I think it is time to eat something. I noticed also, being in sort of a burnout stage that I'm in, I just mentally did not want to fuss about food, so I just made myself a shake, and maybe I'll show you some of the dancing later. What to eat, what to eat. I still notice that I don't have a really strong appetite, but I feel the fatigue of not eating. So I'm recognizing that my body needs to eat something. There was a hunger cue somewhere during dancing where I felt my stomach rumble. I should have something nummy. I'm gonna try to find something really nummy. I forgot how good everything tastes when you're really hungry. So I'm having this cheese naan with soy kind of curry thing, and it's very, very delicious. So once again, it's hard to eat, so I'm going to make myself a shake. I do feel this like empty sensation in my stomach, a little bit of, it's not the rumble yet, but it is like some kind of cue. There's some banana in here, some protein powder, probiotics, cocoa bliss, which is nice. I just came from a dance class. I felt a bit hyped up and from the class, and it was hard for me to sense if there's a hunger cue. But I know that my body is hungry and needing food and nourishment, and it's like I'm just in this hyper state. So I just had a big bowl of soup, still working on it now. So actually during this dance class, the teacher started discussing yoni yoga, and I said, it was quite a busy class also, and I said, oh, actually I teach yoni yoga. And he actually called me Yoni for the whole rest of the class. But after the class, a girl steps up to me and she said like, hey, I want to follow your classes, I'm interested. And I really believe that these things are falling into place because I'm letting go. I know that the right people will resonate with my energy, and even if I'm doing something completely different, they'll feel if I'm a match for them or not. Whoa, my hair! Oh, I'm so excited because I'm ravenous, and I have some leftover Indian food from yesterday. And it's in the microwave doing its thing, ready to come to my belly. Good morning. So I'm craving something really sugary, something like a cinnamon bun. I want to feel the taste of sugar on my tongue very specifically. One of the guidelines is to eat what you're actually hungry for and to release judgment and stigma around food. So this guideline used to be the hardest one, and it still comes back for me every now and then that it's hard for me to allow myself this cinnamon bun. But I'm going to do it, and I know that this is best for my mental health. Okay, I managed to wake up a bit, had some coffee, shared a moment with some pigeons. A little after I finished that cinnamon pastry, I realized that I wasn't thinking about having more. I was just doing something else. And if you've ever had a disordered relationship to food, there's this fear that you'll always kind of be crazy around food. Like, oh no, if I allow myself to have it, I'll want more and forever. And that can happen for a period of time if your primal brain perceives scarcity around food or around specific food. Yeah, and just to let you know that it really does pass, and how how relieving that feels to me to realize, hey, my brain is not acting crazy anymore. Yeah. Okay, people are looking at me. So I just got off of a call with a client, and she booked a couple of coaching sessions with me, and she really wants to go in depth and explore the therapeutic working of sensuality. And this is really what I would call a soulmate client, someone who really aligns with what I want to offer. And I feel such a deepening of trust that letting go of the work that was giving me financial stability made the space for a client that really resonates with me to come in. And I also was thinking in the shower, because I still naked, just hopped out of the shower, how I remember when I was in period in my life that I was really working through some trauma, and I felt so sad that I needed to pay money for someone to give attention to me. And now I just realized that, of course, I need to, on the other side of this dynamic, charge money for offering what I love to do most, because it's what I want to dedicate most of my time to. And if I don't end up charging money for that, I'll end up spending my time and energy on something else just to generate income. Okay, loves, thank you so much for joining me during these couple of days. I wanted to make a whole week video. Ended up not happening. I fell ill and the memory in my phone was full. And I just wanted to recap some things and also mention that I was going through this kind of burnout phase, which can mean different things to different people. I was highly emotional, fatigued, and I needed to recharge myself by allowing myself to do projects that I'm excited about and really allowing them to be imperfect and almost celebrating that. So if you would like more tips and tricks on how to replenish yourself after feeling any form of burnout, please let me know, because then I can update all the things that I've been doing in another video. Yeah, so please bear with me. This video is not perfect. I'm teaching myself how to edit, and I'm just enjoying the process and thinking about the things that I really want to share and that matter to me and that excite me.